Good morning, my friend. Travis Egan, my mortgage guy here with Hancock. Oh, excuse me. No, with Fairway Independent Mortgage. Gosh, it's been a while since I've done that. Good morning. Good morning. Let a couple of you jump on. If you are watching live, please hashtag live. And if you are watching it on the replay, please just do a little hashtag replay on there. It really does help Google with the analytics, see who this is reaching, that kind of thing. So I appreciate it. I promise this video will be shorter than yesterday. I'm trying to keep these things to a couple minutes or less if I can. Wanted to share with you a story I recently read. And I will look over to the side only because I have my notes over there. So if you see that. Um, so the story I read was about a woman, an older woman, who was in a department store in the Pittsburgh area. And she was wandering through the store. And I'm sure you either experienced this or done this. I know I have, where she's kind of looking at some counters and some different, in the display areas, and people are either ignoring her or they're pretending to be busy. They're not actually busy, but they're just pretending to be busy. And she's wandering through the store quite a bit. Uh, and at one point, a young man comes over to her and says, "Excuse me, ma'am, can I help you with something?" To which she replies, "No, no, I'm just shopping. It's raining outside. I'm trying to avoid the rain. I don't want to get wet." So he said, "Oh, okay, great." To which he then replied, "Would you like a chair?" But he did not wait for her to answer. He just went and got the chair. As he was walking away, "Would you like a chair?" And brought her a chair, and she sat there. Well, the rain carried on for a little while longer. He went about doing what he was doing. As the rain subsided, he walked over, offered his arm, walked her out to her car, um, and that was the end of it. And she was impressed. Obviously, that had an impact on her. So she asked for his cards, and which was the tradition at that time, as store clerks had cards. So he gave her his business card. A couple months go by. The owner of the department store receives a letter, and in the letter, it basically says, "I want this particular young man, the name on the card, to fly to Scotland and sell me furniture for my home." Well, the owner of the store replied back via letter, which once again was in that era, that was the form of communication they used. Um, I would love to, except he doesn't work in that department. I'd love to send you somebody who's an expert in furniture to Scotland to help you buy whatever furniture you'd like. Short time later, a letter comes back from the original letter writer and says, "Nope, that won't do. I have to have this particular man to come to Scotland to sell me furniture." Well, as it worked out, the young man went to Scotland and sold a bunch of furniture. Now, as Paul Harvey would say, the rest of the story. So the man that wrote the letter was Dale Carnegie. The home in Scotland, and I may be pronouncing this incorrectly, was Skibbo Castle, Dale Carnegie's castle that is now a private club in Scotland. And the woman in the story was Dale Carnegie's mother. And what really got me thinking is, how often do I avoid that interaction? How often do I avoid like going and making that? And I noticed that I did it far more often than I wanted to. And you may as well, or maybe you don't. Hopefully, you're better than I am in that regard. And so, not always when we go the extra mile will somebody actually, be one of the richest men in the world of that time. But what it does teach us is that if we can just do a little bit more, go a little bit further, but it has an impact on us as well. And so I guess my encouragement to you today is, what can you do to go the extra mile? I know I am, and I know since I've read that story, it has impacted me where I try to interact differently. I know COVID makes it a little bit more difficult, but I would strongly, strongly encourage you to try to go the extra mile in small ways, in big ways, in whatever way you can. And if you've done that recently, or if you're planning on doing that, just leave me a comment. Just let me know what your thoughts are. I'd really appreciate that. But that's it for today. So go the extra mile. I hope you're having a great day, and I look forward to talking to you soon. See you tomorrow morning.